Hello again and welcome back. A significant part of creating a successful brand and maintaining longevity in the marketplace is to periodically review, report, and refresh your brand strategy as your business grows. In this module, I'll provide you with some steps and guidelines to evaluate the health of your brand. This will help you determine what changes may need to take place in order for your business to continue to grow and achieve its brand's vision. Let's begin by reviewing some of the strategies that you've already learned. Back in stage 1, I revealed the top 7 most common reasons why brands fail. Those reasons are not being authentic, breaking your promise, losing connection with the customer, lacking differentiation, misaligned company culture, confusing brand architecture, and remaining stagnant. I also gave you 5 strategies to maintain a positive brand status. As a reminder, those strategies are: number 1, keep your brand promise, be authentic, remain relevant and compelling, and properly position your brand in the market. Your brand should either be better, different, or cheaper. Number 2, build an internal brand culture that rewards collaboration and challenges the weakness of your brand before the competition sees them. Maintain a positive customer experience and over-deliver on your brand promise. Number 3, maintain simple, clear, and consistent brand messaging in all of your marketing and advertising campaigns. Number 4, stay ahead of the competition and the consumer by being fresh and innovative with all of your brand's marketing and your products. Help your customers determine what they need before they do. Number 5, know when to stop or when to make drastic changes. If something is not connecting with your audience, don't force the issue. It's the brands that take the offensive approach that are able to quickly pivot and capitalize on new opportunities. And finally, I gave you 5 warning signs to look for that may indicate that your brand is in trouble. So be on the lookout for these indicators. Number 1, your brand doesn't understand your purpose, vision, mission, or values. Therefore, your marketing and business decisions don't reflect them. Number 2, your brand develops marketing campaigns and advertisements and just hopes that they will work. If you don't have a plan, strategy, and guidelines in place, your marketing efforts could be a waste of your time and your money. Number 3, your brand's team members are disengaged, disinterested, and failing at their roles. Your business needs a well thought out brand strategy to unify your team. Number 4, your brand doesn't have cohesive brand messaging or visual identity. Therefore, your content is inconsistent and contradictory, leading to consumer confusion. And number 5, your business can't clearly articulate your brand. Without a well-positioned and differentiated brand, you will be unable to stand out in the crowded marketplace. Remember, if your brand is currently experiencing any of these warning signs, then it is definitely time for a brand refresh. To start this process, I recommend going back to the beginning of stage 2 and completing a brand audit. As you remember, the top 8 reasons why you need to complete a brand audit is to analyze the performance of your brand, discover your strengths and weaknesses, align with the expectations of your customers, reevaluate your brand's position in the competitive marketplace, find new opportunities, update your brand's visual identity, re-engage with your brand with your team members, and establish new goals and expand on your brand's vision. Once you've completed the brand audit, you may have discovered some areas that need improving or updating. The next step is to take the newly updated brand strategy and audit all of your brand's touchpoints. Remember, touchpoints are all the places where your brand communicates with your customers. Over time, these touchpoints can become outdated or they may no longer follow your brand's visual identity. Take this opportunity to go back to the beginning of stage 6, where I gave you strategies on how to get the best results from your brand touchpoints. The next step in reviewing, reporting, and refreshing your brand is to take a look at how your brand has grown. Perhaps your brand has introduced new products or created new sub-brands within your business. Review your current brand architecture to verify that it's structured properly and is taking advantage of your parent brand's equity. And finally, the last step is to look at your brand's visual identity. Has your logo become out of date or confusing to the customer? Are the brand colors still connecting with your audience on an emotional level? Does your brand typography still support your brand's personality? These are all questions that will be answered during your internal brand audit. Once you have identified all the potential problem areas within your current brand, all that's left to do is edit and refresh only what is needed to keep your brand consistent and functioning properly. This process is not meant to be a complete rebrand, just a refresh to keep everything running efficiently and as effectively as possible. I recommend completing this process a couple times a year so your brand doesn't stray too far away from its original version before it's too late. All right, guys, that is it for now. Be sure to review and complete the action guide for this module, and I will see you in the next session.